You're on. All right, we're about to just do some silly stuff on this tree, but I'm climbing what you would call like a hitch climber system, except for I'm not using a hitch climber pulley. Or this is like a double rope with a prusik. I don't know. A million different ways you could call this thing, whatever you want. The way that I climb is like this with a pinto. I really like the way that you can clip in there and, then this just goes over into your, ring and ring or natural crotch or whatever you want to do. I climb like a variation of a prusik, of a French prusik. So I got 3, 2, 3, and then I wrap over. And then I come on the back side and I twist it 2 or 3 times. And that right there allows like for a really responsive push up. It's like, it acts as like a really nice push up that rope. And then it sets really nice. So a lot of guys, they'll leave that little twist out and they just put it, around the rope. But what I find when you do that is this prusik will get like really hard to release sometimes. So with that little twist, it kind of loosens it up, but I still get like a really quick action. So cool. All right, let's do it. Gotta put my spikes on.
Tell me about the rest of the gear you got here, because I see you only have a few choice items.
Well, yeah, I don't have much. I got my New Tribe Onyx harness, which you can't get these anymore, but hang out with me long enough and I might be able to change that for you. I've been talking with the right person. I've got just a rope lanyard on a prusik, pinto. I keep myself a little ditty bag for phone or whatever, I might need. I think I have a receipt in here. That's important. And then on this side, I have a couple of these just like quick clip, and then the way that and this is totally not against the rules and you're not supposed to do it like this, but I don't carry a saw lanyard because I just have had really bad luck with them just fucking me up and hurting me. So I don't do it. I'd rather drop the saw. And I've dropped a couple. And I've not dropped a lot. So anyways, I just clip it in like that. And then you can also like kind of magic it out. So what's happening here is I'm pressing it out with the carabiner like that. Right. And then I find it really easy just to put it right back in. So stow it, And then yeah. Like, the other thing is, like, God forbid I make a really silly mistake and I have to ditch the saw. I'd rather just ditch the saw. See you later. Nice knowing you. You did a lot of cuts for me. You made me the money. Blessed. Goodbye. Now I got to focus on the reason I just had to ditch the saw. I don't want to be thinking about this. I don't want to be yanking on my harness. I don't want to be doing all sorts of things. Get rid of the saw. Okay, now, this is totally against the rules. So don't do it. It's like against the rules. You're supposed to have a leash for your saw. So don't do it. And if you do it, you didn't fucking hear it from me. Oh, we need the spikes too. Oh yeah, and I got my Gecko carbon fiber, which you really can't get these anymore. And these are very old. And I'm just like one of those guys stuck on a Blake hitch. I have a brand new pair of Panther spikes sitting in the truck. Brand new. Climbed on them a couple times. And I'm just like, yeah. They're the same exact fucking thing as these. The Panthers. But these my babies. Cut all the trees down in these things. And then, let me tell you, when my business was like in dire straits in 2020, at the end of 2020, I had this business partner and all this crazy shit happened and these people busted into my trailer and stole all my shit. And they stole these spikes. 6 months later, I got one. So I just hung it up on the shelf. And I thought that was it. That was it. It was going to be like my 2 years later, I got the other. So it's like, man, I got to give these one last good run until they fall apart, and then we can hang them on the shelf and run the new Panthers. So, yeah, crazy. All right, anyways, let's get on it. Oh, yeah, I got the saw right here. Perfect. And we don't want to hurt